It's long, 3 miles, and the max elevation is 10,300 feet. Yeah. So a lot of people actually hike up. It's kind of easier on your knees, and then you can go either way. Most people hike up. So do you see this like mountain face to the left of us? So it's actually running parallel to that. There's a whole neighborhood there, and the road goes up there partway, and then the trail goes to the rest. Yeah, that's what love is. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, there's somebody coming down. They are fast too, let me tell you. Hey, that's
said there's no visibility at the top.
Oh, really?
What's that?
Right around in there.
Yeah.
Some pair of sixers. Do you happen to know where those pairs of sixers started from?
Yep. Okay, starting at the top. Yeah. So we actually bring up their paragliders on top of the tram. They ride on the inside, and there's a paraglider jump spot, I think, a quarter mile from where you get off the tram. So one of our owners of the tram actually paraglides a lot, so we'll call in to console and be like, hey, what does the wind look like? Should we give all the like weather forecast and stuff, and then he'll ride down into the wind speed.
But a lot of people use stuck over your
All right, guys, now as we're approaching Tower 1, there's going to be a little swing and sway. Now Tower 1's actually tilted towards Albuquerque 18 degrees. Yesterday it was tilted only about 17 degrees. Just kidding. Now if you guys look out the right-hand windows, you'll see what looks like a large golf ball rocks balanced on a golf ball tee. Now that's approximately 2 times the size of this tram car for perspective. Now if you look up behind us, you'll see a cylinder-shaped rock sitting up on its side. We call that cannon rock because it looks like a cannon along the horizon line. Now if you look out the front right corner of the cabin, you'll notice a large oval-shaped rock sitting up on its side. Now if you guys look closely, it looks like it has a little frowny face on the front and a fin on the side. We call that rock 3-story Dory after the movie Finding Nemo. Now before that was called 3-story Dory, it was called Fish Rock. Before Fish, it was just called Rock. Now one time I saw a firefighter stand next to that thing and I couldn't believe how small he looked. It was like a little ant. So that rock's 30 feet tall. Now if you guys look up the left-hand canyon, closest to that dense spot of trees, you'll notice what looks like a big stack of rocks. And that's what we call totem pole rock. That's actually one continuous piece of granite. Don't let your eyes deceive you. Now that's been getting struck by lightning for the past couple thousand years, giving it those crack-like features. Now for perspective, that's about 16 stories from the base of that canyon to the top of it. Now if you look underneath the tram car here, you'll notice what looks like a big debris field where we have sharper granite that's a little lighter coloration. That's because we used dynamite to explode part of this boulder. That's because this tram was originally designed to have 3 tram towers. They decided to blow up a rock instead and only have 2, leaving us with that debris field. Now as we're entering about the 8,000 to 8,000 foot mark, you'll notice a large change in the greenery around you. So right now we're entering where ponderosas can survive. Ponderosas are special high alpine trees that can only survive in a high alpine environment. That's because of the water and then mostly the air and oxygen content in the air that surrounds them. So they have one of these taller trees that have kind of a orangish brown hue to their trunk, and they're much larger compared to everything else underneath us. Now if you look outside the left-hand window, this rock face looks like someone's taking an ice cream scooper and almost scooped out a face of it. Now that's because lightning actually struck this rock face. It heated up all the water underneath it, caused the water to expand, and that entire rock face cascaded down like a mudslide or an avalanche. Now, as we're approaching Tower 2, you guys will notice there's no trail, there's no road that leads to this. That's because this was built using 2,000 individual helicopter flights. Meaning they'd fly up with their maintenance crew, all their tools, and then they'd fly up with each blue piece individually and construct it on top of the mountain.
They probably know it's
They do. And her mom said.
Now, just like Tower 1, there's going to be a little swing and sway on Tower 2. Alright, everybody, now you'll notice the other tram car coming towards us. That's because we're on what's called a double jig-back tram system. Now what that means is both trams are attached to the same hull cable, meaning we're always perfectly opposite each other. So as we pass them here, that's going to mark the halfway point of our journey. Let's be sure to give them a nice wave as we pass them.